දැන් සිග්නල් හර්බල් 99ක් විශ්වවිද්‍ය සමග සටන් කරයි.
Dara's 11/11 නොවැම්බර් 11 සිට 85ක් දක්වා වට්ටම්. දැන්ම ෂොප් කරන්න.
So you had waves of racism and this talk of what Vanda Kottu, then I don't want to use those words, Vanda paraphernalia that ladies wear, okay, and you had Vanda Satkam, then you had attacks against the rest of the communities. By the way, we don't use the word minority as part of our language of SJB. The word minority in itself is very condescending. It's demeaning. It's like you're discriminating in favor of a particular sector depending on the numbers. We are all Sri Lankans. Sri Lankanism, Sri Lankikatva is what has to be promoted. So SJB will do its utmost to ensure that Sri Lankanism is victorious. I'll give you one example which sticks in my mind. It was right at the beginning of our tenure as the leader of the opposition. You know, you had the typical Rajapaksa thinking, you know, you don't base it on science, you base it on what you think is right. And regarding the burial and cremation issue, we are the only party, national party, that organized a demonstration near the cemetery, Borella Cemetery. And I remember quite distinctly, some came running to me when I was in the opposition leader's office and said, let the others participate, you better not go. I asked why. I might lose the Sinhala Buddhist base of the SJB if I participate. That was the kind of thinking that was prevalent at that time. But what has happened now? Because of the ill-advised and illogical and completely lunatic policies of the Rajapaksas, which has led this country into bankruptcy. Bankruptcy being felt by almost all 22 million in the country. Because it has hit your stomach and your pocket, you're calling for system change and Sri Lankanism. That should not be the case. You need not have an economic social disaster to realize what is good, what is right. It has to be in your DNA. It has to be in your blood. It has to be in your veins and arteries. We must object and defeat all sorts of discrimination and persecution of people based on how they were born, who they were born to, which community they belong to. That has to be eradicated and wiped out from society. And we will achieve that as a progressive, dynamic, new political force.
www.headlinenews.lk පළමුවෙන් ඉදිරියෙන්